please help me? Please.
What's wrong, honey?
My family. They're over there.
How long have they been like this?
Since dinner. My brother got sick first.
Jack, there's a phone by the gate. Call 911 now.
It's not about fear, it's about sorrow and helplessness, but it's still a nightmare.
And it's been recurring since you were a kid?
Off and on since I was about 12. I can feel the ground crumble beneath my feet, the wind blowing through my hair, and then all of a sudden I'm falling off the edge of a cliff. But the ironic part is the calmness I feel as I rush toward the ground. I mean, I know the impact's gonna be painful, but not nearly as painful as the loss I feel for the people I left behind.
Wow, that's weird. Okay, here's mine. I'm about 8 years old, and I'm wandering through this house, and there's this really long, winding staircase, at the top of which is a mirror, which I'm drawn to, but I don't dare to look into it.
Why are you afraid to look in the mirror?
Because every time I do, I'm not there.
Oh, it's a classic shame dream.
Are you saying I have something to be ashamed of?
I don't know, it's your dream.
What are you guys talking about?
Nightmares. Things we're most afraid of.
Oh, mine are about airplanes. Crashing ones, mostly.
For me, it's clowns. Hands down.
What about you, Stephen? What's your worst nightmare?
To dream, I'd have to be able to sleep. Let's go. Montana Health Department called. They have trouble in a small town named Harrington.
Big sky country.
3 out of 4 members of the family were admitted to the hospital there 2 days ago. Bill, Ellie, and Anthony Beck. All these photos were taken upon arrival at the hospital.
The boy looks the worst.
Yeah, bumps on his face look particularly angry.
So far, the disease is progressing through Anthony the quickest.
What about the 4th member of the family?
Their daughter, Brooke, isn't showing any symptoms at all.
Well, she could still present. I'll keep a close eye on her.
What are you thinking they have?
Not sure.
Mouth rashes look like strawberry tongue.
The local doctor is thinking along the same lines. Perhaps scarlet fever.
Scarlet fever? That's a 19th century disease. Antibiotics should take care of it. What are they treating him with?
The family's on IV penicillin for the last 48 hours, but it's getting worse.
It could be a new, more virulent form of scarlet fever.
Have any other cases like this been reported?
Not yet. The Montana Health Department has issued a statewide alert.
Montana's huge. Why such a large scope?
Well, the family's from Northern California. They're touring through Montana, stopping off at campsites along the route.
If this thing's contagious, we could be looking at quite a spread over the next few days and weeks.
Possibly the entire Northwest. I know it hurts to talk, so take your time. How long have you been feeling sick?
A couple of days before they brought us here.
My son was the first. About a week ago. He had a fever and then he just started feeling rotten all over.
How long you been in Montana?
About 3 weeks.
You been all over the state?
From Billings to Helena. Vacation.
I need to sit up for a second so I can listen to your lungs. Recent surgery.
Kidney transplant. About a year ago.
What was wrong?
Some, inflammation disease. I never really could pronounce the name.
Send him back. How you been feeling since?
Lucky to be alive. You know, with everything we've been through, we really needed this trip. I needed this trip. My whole family did. Now look at them. What about my daughter?
She's not showing any signs of illness. But we're gonna need to keep her separated and under observation until we're sure she's in the clear.
She was so frightened the other night. I don't want her to be alone.
Breathe. Okay. Brooke, you must have been scared at the campground.
Not too scared.
It's a beautiful bracelet.
My brother said it's supposed to be good luck, but it's not.
Any headaches? Body feeling icky?
I'm fine.
You know what? I think you are.
What's wrong with my mom and dad?
We don't know yet.
Can I go be with them?
Until we find out why they're sick, I can't let you in there.
I didn't do anything.
We just don't want you to catch whatever they have.
Any ideas?
Whatever they have, it's not bacterial. So far, nasal, blood, and throat cultures are negative for that.
They've all been on IV antibiotics long enough to see improvement.
Yet their white counts continue to rise.
Even if this was a drug-resistant scarlet fever, there'd be some trace of it.
Maybe it's Kawasaki disease.
Normally found in children, not very likely.
But still possible, and still could be caused by environmental toxins.
Who knows what these people that have come across in the great outdoors?
With nature, anything's possible.
So far, no hits on the health alert. But if anybody in the Northwest Corridor contacts a doctor with similar symptoms, we'll be the first to know.
Great, so we're still nowhere.
Well, not exactly. These are the 6 campsites the Becks visited on their vacation. I didn't find anything at 1, 2, or 3 except reports of sniffles, poison ivy.
What about the other 3?
Well, I haven't heard back from 4 or 5, but at number 6, which is where they got sick, Powell said he found something in their cabin. Something really scary.
I do not get paid enough for this crap.
You love it and you know it. Nice place.
Yeah, for a horror film. Starts over here.
Not very pretty.
Yeah, gets worse.
Toxic black mold?
Looks like the leaking plumbing's been nurturing it for years.
Years? Where does it go?
Everywhere. Check this out. Ooh, this whole cabin's sick. The mycotoxins in this place must be off the scales.
That's what's probably causing the fever, the rashes, strawberry tongue the Becks are suffering with. I'll have Miles start him on antifungals immediately. Hey, Frank, nice job.
I still don't get paid enough for this crap.
Hey. How's Brooke?
Scared.
The family's getting worse. All of them.
They're not responding to the antifungal at all?
No. Rashes are spreading, vitals are dropping.
So it must not be mold.
What are we facing here? An unknown virus, something new we've never seen before?
Whatever it is, it's not just here. 2 more people with the same symptoms.
Where?
Balaban Falls State Park.
That's the 5th campground in the Becks tour of Montana.
It's the camp director and his son. The boy's been sick longer than the Becks. The doctor who made the house call said he saw the state health alert and called. He described the same rash, but he said that the boy's bumps were raised.
National Institutes of Health. Not that sick, are we?
We're not sure.
We're concerned about contagion and how it's spreading.
A family that visited here recently is also showing some of the same symptoms.
What family?
The Becks?
Oh, from California?
Yeah.
Sure. Nice people. First time I played with my boy.
Look, we're gonna need to see your son, sir.
Sure.
Jeff? Jeff? Doctor's here to see you. Jeff?
Mind if I take a look? Jeff? Can you turn towards us? Hey. It's okay.
What is this? What do I got?
Do you know? Mr. McDaniel, we're going to arrange to get you and your son to the hospital in Harrington right away.
What's wrong?
We'll explain to you when we get there. Excuse us.
You'll be all right, son. It's okay.
You asked what my greatest nightmare was? You just saw it.
This is happening.
Better call the FBI. This isn't scarlet fever. This is smallpox.
Smallpox. In the last century alone, smallpox killed over 300 million people.
I thought smallpox was eradicated.
An hour ago, I would have agreed with you.
In 1972, they stopped giving the vaccine to the general public because they thought they'd beaten it.
It's not even listed in the Merck manual anymore.
That's because there hasn't been a naturally occurring case in the U.S. since
Elsa, Texas, 1949.
There's vaccine on the way from the state health smallpox team.
What about the FBI?
They've dispatched a team of local agents. Should be here any time.
FBI? Post 9/11 protocol.
Because if this isn't a naturally occurring case of smallpox, then we're dealing with something very different.
Natural or not, we need to be ready for any worst-case scenario.
Let's hope the worst case is where we are now. Even though we've been vaccinated, I want everyone gowned and double-gloved in the isolation unit.
PCR equipment is on its way. I'll confirm it's smallpox and sequence the virus.
We need to vaccinate everyone who's been in contact with these patients and work up a treatment for the patients themselves.
How do we effectively treat something we thought had been eradicated?
We start with fluids and antipyretics.
I still don't understand why Brooke didn't get sick when the rest of her family did.
She must not have had physical contact with anyone with viral secretions. The rest of her family did.
And unfortunately for her, smallpox has a mortality rate of 30%.